seen our fair share of hot temperatures over the last several weeks. Summer has been bringing in the heat. We are now into our third heat wave of the year, which today makes day 2. Tomorrow, I can guarantee you, will be day 3, and Wednesday will probably be day 4 in this stretch. So for the month of July, we're up to 7 days of 90-plus degree temperatures, and for the year to date, we're up to 14. Last year, we only hit 11 total throughout the summer season, or throughout the spring and summer season. And on the yearly average, we pick up about 16 days. So we're getting awfully close to the normal. And we are, only halfway through the month of July, so we still have a ways to go. High temperatures today, triple-digit heat in D.C., country's midsection out across the desert Southwest. 95 for a high in Westfield early this afternoon, 94 in Springfield. Dew points have been sky high again for the eastern U.S. That has been unchanged for, I want to say, we're approaching 2 weeks now. Then out west, of course, you have the typical dry air mass and all of that really significant heat that has finally started to ease up a little bit for the desert Southwest, but just a little bit. There's still triple digits out in Vegas, down across Texas, the southern plains, and then extending into the mid-Atlantic. But that 102 in Washington, D.C., factor in the humidity, and it feels pretty significant. I mean, excessive heat warnings for a lot of the mid-Atlantic heading into tomorrow. We have a heat advisory up again for tomorrow. For the greater Springfield area, I would say the heat index is going to approach triple digits pretty easily tomorrow afternoon. Wouldn't be surprised if we get up to about 105 for a feels like temperature tomorrow. Wednesday, it'll be between 95 and 100, and then we're done with those high heat indices for the rest of the week. Satellite loop right now, radar loop showing lots of spotty showers and thunderstorms, which is typical in a hot, humid air mass this time of year. Line of severe weather impacting western New York today. And we've had one severe thunderstorm warning, but we've been dealing with this same batch of heavy thunderstorms for a while now. It's finally starting to ease up. It continues moving out of the area this evening, but we're going to have to watch that line back to our west. Looks like it may come through close to midnight tonight. Might have a few gusty thunderstorms still with it, but definitely some showers at least with some downpours. So that'll be around 11 p.m. midnight tonight. After that moves through, we're done for the rest of the night. Tuesday morning, plenty of sunshine to start off the day. It's breezy, it's warm. I wouldn't even say warm. It's extremely hot and humid tomorrow afternoon. Then tomorrow evening, we need to watch for a possible line of thunderstorms. A lot of models are showing this now, where it comes in sometime between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m. We're going to narrow that down a lot more starting tomorrow morning. So this just gives you an idea that tomorrow evening, we need to watch out for a line of storms that could produce severe wind gusts. Wind is usually the biggest threat when you have a line that develops like this. So we will have to keep a close eye on that. Another round of rain, of course. Then on Wednesday, we start off again with sunshine. Hot and humid again with scattered thunderstorms for the afternoon and evening, and then showers could linger into early Thursday morning as a cold front moves off to the east. Once that front pushes out, though, humidity levels will start to drop. Finally. So tomorrow there is a threat for severe weather. It's a little bit higher for the Berkshires and hill towns, and then that line should weaken as it continues moving to the east. Wednesday, there's also a general risk for some strong to severe thunderstorms, a marginal risk, I should say, that pretty much includes all of the Northeast. So that'll likely be narrowed down a little bit more, too. Wednesday, tropical humidity, and then it starts to drop, and we are much more comfortable as we go into the upcoming weekend. Thank goodness. So Thursday morning, we might have some showers to start the day, and then we'll start getting some partial clearing. Temperatures Thursday night drop to the mid-50s, sunny and for Friday and Saturday with low humidity and more seasonable. Highs will be back to the mid-80s. It gets a little bit warmer over the weekend. Sunday was trending muggy, but now it actually looks like it's going to stay pretty comfortable. We may continue with comfortable weather until the mid part of next week when we start talking about more shower chances. Chris and Abby, back to you.